Okay, so the first one here says that we need to factor 4x squared plus 64. So does 4x squared and 64 have something in common? 4. Okay, so I take out a 4 and I'm left with x squared plus 16. Does that factor? Okay, what do you think it factors into? Okay, maybe. Okay, tell me what y'all think Tell me what you think this factors into. Okay, so x plus 4, x minus 4, right? That's what you think it factors into. No, that's what you mumbled. So that one didn't work. What's the other one you think it factored into? X plus 4 squared, okay? X plus 4, x plus 4. Well, that's x squared plus 8x plus 16. 2x plus 8 squared. Then we have 4x squared plus 64x plus 64. That's it. That's your answer. Because there are not two numbers that multiply to 16 and add to 0. That's your answer. That's your factored form. If there was a minus sign in there, then we would have had this after it. But it's not. It's just that plus sign right there. Okay, this next one here. Cube root 756 x cubed y cubed. How is the cube root different than the square root? You got to have groups of 3. Good. So I have 756. The prime factorization that we're going to do after that, though, is still the same. So 756. What goes into 756? 7, and I get 108. What's after that? 3, and I get 36. What's after that? 3, and I get 12. What's after that? 3, then I get 4. 2 and 2. Okay, now y'all said there has to be 3 of them in order to group them, and that's right. You now have to have 3. So I got those 3 3's coming out. So what about the variables, though, now? So 3 of them. Okay, so those 3 x's turn into 1 x. That group of y's turn into a y. That group of y's. That group of y's also turns into 1y. So what do I have outside of my cube root thing now? 3xy squared. Then what? Is it 14 or is it 28? It's 28. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 7 is 28. That's your answer. Number 3. What is the parent function of that graph? X cubed. P of 3 is what? Say it again? 27. How do you know that? Typed it into the calculator, looked at the table.
Or you can just cube 3.
Or you can just cube 3. Or what? Yeah, you're just plugging in x, basically. I took this 3 and plugged it in right here. 3 cubed, 27. Typing it into the calculator, not a bad idea either. P of negative 2. Negative what?
8.
Negative 8. There's your answers. Alright, and then we had to determine the xy intercept and the slope. What form are these lines in?
Linear.
Standard. They are linear, but it's in standard form. And when I'm finding x and y intercepts in standard form, what did I tell you to do? That it's actually okay to happen this time. Make stuff disappear and or cover it up. So if I want my x-intercept for that top equation there, what's my x-intercept?
5.
5. Okay, your x-intercept is 5, 0. What's going to be your y-intercept? 4. So we're at 0, 4. Okay? And your next equation, the second equation down there, what is your x-intercept for that one? 6, 0. And your y-intercept? Negative 2. Okay. So I showed you how to do that, and then we went on to find the slope real quick. So for this first equation here, you got a picture in your brain where 5, 0 is and where 0, 4 is. When you have those pictures in your brain, are you going to have a negative slope or a positive slope? Negative. Negative. Because you have like 4 over here and 5 over here. And if I connected my fingers, that'd be a negative slope. Right? We agree on that? Okay. So for my first equation, and it's y over x. So negative 4/5. What would be the slope for your second equation? Louder. 1/3. You asking me or telling me? Okay. Be a little more assertive when you tell me. Know your rightness. No, you don't want to own your rightness. You can own your leftness, but it'd be a little weird. Okay. So then there's also a way I showed you guys how to put this in the calculator quickly. All right? In case you have forgotten, I'm going to assume you all know how to solve for y and you know the steps to do it. So if you're going to put these in the calculator, you have y1, open parenthesis, 20 minus 4x divided by 5. y2, you would have 18 minus 3x divided by negative 9. That's the quick way to put slope-intercept form into the calculator. You don't have to do any math in your brain. You just got to make sure you push the right buttons as far as moving it over. If that was a system, you would then push second calc 5, enter, 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 and it'll give you the intersection point. Sound good? Questions on this stuff? No? We're good?